Welcome to Books for Success. Today, we're unraveling the insights from The Wim Hof Method by Wim Hof. Many factors militate against reaching our full potential as humans. Most of these come from our state of mind and body. The Wim Hof Method is a documentary of Dutch extreme athlete Wim Hof's strategy to break through the barriers to actualizing his potential. He is convinced that each person can apply these principles to achieve their potential in whatever area of interest they find themselves in. By applying the Wim Hof Method, you can live disease-free, perform better physically, and transform your life. Wim Hof is the Guinness World Record holder for swimming under ice and for prolonged body contact with ice. He is rightly nicknamed the Iceman. If you find our content valuable, like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications. Don't be shy about dropping your book suggestions for us to summarize. Let's grow and succeed together. You can use your mind to reclaim control over your body. With the advancement in technology has come an increased level of comfort. Thus, we no longer need to exert our bodies as our ancestors did. The result is that we have become physically weak. We are no longer able to survive under harsh conditions. Yet, the potential to be as strong as our forebears is latent and can be drawn out. With the Wim Hof Method, you learn to apply a three-step procedure to reactivate your physical power. The process includes cold exposure, conscious breathing, the power of the mind. Those who have applied the Wim Hof Method attest to reversing diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis, and other autoimmune diseases. The creator of this method has set over 20 Guinness World Records. He walks the talk. His achievements show that we can do more than we give ourselves credit for as humans. He ran a half marathon above the Arctic Circle with no shoes and just shorts and swam over 200 feet under ice without losing core body temperature. These feats were accomplished because he could tap into his mind and use it to train his body. In this summary, you will discover how to apply the same principles to your context. You may not be into extreme sports like Wim Hof, but you can surely use some extra juice in your life. We all want to accomplish self-actualization, but our physical and non-physical circumstances often limit us. Hopefully, after reading this summary, you can break through those barriers. Wim Hof had a knack for the unusual since he was little. Wim Hof had a childhood, unlike the rest of us. He was born a twin in the Netherlands in 1959. At the time, there was no technology to detect twins. After delivering his twin brother, the doctors and nurses thought they were done until they realized he was still in the womb. Her mother was being wheeled to a theater to deliver by surgery when he was born by an inexplicable means. Since childhood, he immersed himself in things teens didn't normally do. At 12, he was already into yoga, psychology, Hinduism, and Buddhism. He went vegan at 13 because he couldn't stand the killing of animals. He was a nonconformist. Not long after, he dropped out of school because he couldn't stand the regimented lifestyle and conformist principles that schools operated by. His first experiment with swimming under ice came one day when he undressed and went for a swim, unbothered by the temperature of the water. His curiosity made him discover a connection with the water. His audacity showed that the mind could do what reality might frown at. This mind power is available to everyone, but our desire to be accepted in society has kept us from exploring it. After Wim's first experience with swimming under ice, he returned there. Through repeated practice, he perfected breathing techniques that allowed him to stay long under the water. Over time, he learned to hold his breath for over 5 minutes and consistently practiced this for 25 years. Cold showers help to wake the vascular system to its responsibilities. The textile industry has done a good job of keeping us warm with clothing. Thus, our vascular system has become lazy. Normally, the vascular system responds to hot and cold conditions by opening or closing to keep our body temperature at 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Putting on clothes relaxes the muscles, and the heart has to pump more blood to compensate for the laziness of the vascular system. This extra work stresses the heart. Take cold showers daily. When you take cold showers consistently for 10 days, your heart rate decreases. A cold shower immediately after a warm shower teaches your vascular system to open and close accordingly. Emotional and physical stress sends our bodies out of balance and releases biochemical substances that cause cell inflammation. To suppress inflammatory markers in the blood, practice intentional breathing, It will change your biochemistry from acidic to alkaline, improve your mood, and clean up any biochemical residue in your lymphatic system. Conscious breathing involves taking in and retaining 30 to 40 breaths over 3 or 4 rounds for about 20 minutes. In each breath cycle, fill your lungs to capacity and gradually relax the air in your exhale. The retention phase lasts till you feel the urge to breathe again after breathing out. The recovery breath should be held for 10 to 15 seconds before release. The life force of every living being is its breath. Focused breathing will improve blood flow and electricity into your brain. It costs nothing to practice. The third pillar of the Wim Hof method, following cold exposure and conscious breathing, is a powerful mind. Imagination, meditation, and visualization happen in the mind. You can learn to focus on any part of your body and observe the processes there with your mind. Wim Hof accomplished a feat in January 2008 when he stood on 1,000 pounds of ice to set a new world record. Despite an initial drop in his core temperature by 10 degrees, he restored 6 degrees using his mind. The vagus nerve is the nerve that is related to inflammation in humans. It is autonomous. When the Feinstein Institute for Medical Research in Manhasset experimented on Wim's vagus nerve, they found that he was able to control it. The implication is that he has gained control over inflammation, thus over many diseases caused by inflammation. Researchers found that his blood suppressed inflammatory markers when exposed to all kinds of bacteria that typically cause illness. Thus, he didn't get sick. Was this peculiar to Wim? To confirm, he trained 12 male subjects with the Wim Hof method, and they successfully suppressed the inflammatory markers in their blood after just 4 days. Henk van den Berg is a 50-year-old Dutch blacksmith who suffers from a debilitating form of rheumatoid arthritis. But he reversed the disease through conscious breathing, cold baths, and a powerful mind. Within 24 hours of practicing the Wim Hof method, he could do 40 push-ups. He subsequently established an annual tradition involving over 400 people to dip in cold water at the start of the year. Belief is more powerful than any pill. You can turn from fear to living a life you never thought was possible for someone in your circumstance with dedication and conviction. Did you know? Up to 23.5 million people suffer from autoimmune diseases in America, according to Wim Hof. Beyond healing diseases, the Wim Hof method can help athletes reach peak performance. Athletes are the standard in terms of health and actualizing potential. Yet, many cannot unleash their full prowess due to limiting beliefs and ignorance. Adenosine triphosphate, ATP, is a chemical that provides energy within the cell in all life forms. When there is abundant oxygen, ATP multiplies exponentially. An athlete who can muster more ATP will have more energy for better performance and muscular plasticity. Muscular plasticity is the ability of a muscle to alter its functional and structural properties to suit changes in environmental conditions. For example, muscular plasticity helps to recover from stress. Aerobic dissimulation is the process of creating more energy by creating more ATP. Mastering the Wim Hof method will allow you to generate 30 times more ATP molecules through this process. Conscious breathing generates more oxygen, and excess oxygen means more ATP production. Also, the mitochondrial processes become accelerated. This increase eliminates toxins and other wastes from the body more efficiently. Dr. Pierre Capel, a professor emeritus of experimental immunology, tested the Wim Hof method. He found that the method helps to gain control over the autonomic nervous system, the cell, DNA, cell structures, and the biochemical relationship between DNA and disease. Thus, inherited diseases passed through DNA can be altered to change our genetic destiny. Consequently, we can pass down better genes to our descendants. Could this be the step toward eliminating diseases? There are at least 2 additional senses to the 5 senses, namely proprioception and interception. Proprioception is a consciousness of the movement and position of your body through space. Interception is being aware of what's happening within your body. The mechanosensory neurons in the muscles, tendons, and joints mediate proprioception. They are called proprioceptors. General knowledge is that these events are involuntary but can be influenced by the mind. Cold exposure and breathing practice make you more sensitive to detect subtle internal processes. The interoceptive practice of focusing on the heartbeat is a great way to develop this. The exercise aims to forge a conscious connection with the heart and circulatory system. Heartbeat is involuntary, but if we channel our interceptive focus to it, we can decrease our heart rate during stress, improving our cells' absorption of oxygen and nutrients. To engage in interception, you need to sit or lie down in a comfortable place. Make sure you're relaxed. Then, begin to feel and visualize your heartbeat. Connect with the feeling and sync your breath with the beating of your heart. As you inhale, visualize your blood providing oxygen and nutrients to organs and muscles. Visualize the transportation of waste products to your liver, kidneys, and lungs. Return to the connection with your heartbeat and synchronize your breath with it. Let your mind travel through your body to detect different parts of your body where you can sense your heartbeat. Make sure you can detect your heartbeat in any part of your body you are focusing on at the moment. These exercises connect your mind to your body. Repeated practice deepens the connection until it comes naturally. The benefits of this type of connection are numerous. You have the potential to change the world by letting light and love be your driving force. There is no limit to what you can achieve when you discover the power you hold within you. Irrespective of what is happening in the world around you, the choice to be extraordinary is yours to make. Nature consistently calls us to tap into the recesses within to achieve greatness. You have dreams and desires but stifle them by listening to your environment instead of your inner being. You must be in the present to be able to design a better future for your life. Love is the weapon you need to regain control of your life. With it, you can see with your mind and exercise control over your existence. The worries of daily living have formerly blocked you from recognizing this capacity. Mundane activities keep us from discovering inner realities. These inner realities bring happiness, strength, and warmth to the mind and body. When you unlock your mind's power, you may appear insane to the world, but you will not be bothered because you are experiencing going beyond time and space. With love comes light. You will gain the energy that frees you from dogmas restricting your power. Freed from the boundaries of time, you can explore parts of your brain that were formerly inaccessible. You will be able to discover your true nature. Setting the mind free to roam is like untethering a dog tied to a pole. This newfound freedom will lead us to self-actualization. Our subconscious mind will grow in awareness so that we can control our reflexes and dictate the outcome of our lives. Love and ego are incompatible. When you release your ego, love comes in, and you can establish a real connection with the universe and yourselves. Conclusion. We are built to be alert, present, and in control. And through the Wim Hof method, we've now found a way to return to our natural state of being. Breathing exercises and cold exposure aren't as powerful individually as they are together. But if you can connect with your body through breathing and cold exposure, then your will can enter and do its beautiful work. The will is your enthusiasm and energy for life. That's the power of your beautiful mind. The power of the mind is incredible. It has top-down command over your body and all of the senses. It can command the seen and the unseen, the visible and invisible. When you learn to train your mind, the benefits you reap will benefit your physical and psychological health. Mind over matter. Studies continue to unearth the incredible powers of the human mind. In practicing the Wim Hof method, you will see the light and become attracted to its energy. If you follow the flow of that energy with conviction and love, you can explore all the parts of your brain, free the spirits of the past, cleanse your DNA, and, within the uninterrupted flow of your neurology, cast away the darkness for good. Take a cold shower. Do the breathing. Activate your vascular system. Change your biochemistry. Follow the breath. Lean into it. The breath goes everywhere and will lead you where you need to go. Try this. Decide to control your body and its processes using the Wim Hof method. Start with the basic breathing exercises every morning before breakfast. Have a cold shower every day to stimulate your vascular system. Follow the power of your mind and be in complete control of your body. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey. If you've enjoyed our summary, consider reading the full book for a more in-depth exploration. Before you go, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet, and share this video with someone who could benefit from these insights. Until next time, keep reading, keep learning, and keep growing.